Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 19th of December 1984, and the title is The Most Elevated, Easy and Clear Path. Today, Bap Dada is especially seeing his loving companions who always fulfill the responsibility of companionship. A companion means someone who is always with you, someone who fulfills the responsibility of companionship in every action and every thought, someone who moves forward, placing each footstep on every step, someone who doesn't take a single step according to the dictates of his own mind or the dictates of others. Those who fulfill the responsibility of constant companionship always experience this to be an easy path because the Father and the elevated companions make this path clear and clean by placing their steps on it. You simply have to continue to move along, placing your footsteps on His footsteps. There is no need even to think whether the path is right, easy, and clear. Where the Father has placed His footsteps is anyway an elevated path. Simply place your footsteps on that and receive multi-millions at every step. It is so easy. The Father incarnates in the corporeal world and becomes your companion in order to fulfill the responsibility of companionship and places the foot of his actions through the corporeal medium to demonstrate to you. He has made the corporeal one his medium in order to make it easy for you. It is easy to follow and place your footsteps on his footsteps in the corporeal form, is it not? The elevated companion has shown his companions such an easy path because the Father, the companion, knows that the companions who he had made his companions have wandered around a great deal and have thereby become weary. They are disheartened and powerless. They have become disheartened, thinking it was difficult. That is why this is the easiest of all. Simply place your step on his footstep. Baba shows you this easy method. It is your duty simply to place your footsteps on his, to make you move, to make you go across, to fill you with power at every step, and to remove your tiredness is the duty of your companion. Just don't place your footsteps anywhere else. Simply to place your step on his footstep is not difficult, is it? To place your footstep means to have a thought. Whatever the companion says, however he makes you move, you will move in that way. You will not use your own head. To use your own head means to cry out in distress. So, you know how to place your footsteps in this way. Do you not? Is it difficult? The one who takes all responsibility is taking the responsibility. So, do you not know how to hand over the responsibility to him? Since he has kept the corporeal medium as a sample to show you the path, why is it difficult to follow the path? The easy method is a method of just 1 second. What Father Brahma did in the corporeal form, and how he did it, is all you have to do. You simply have to follow the Father. Verify every thought. Is my thought the same as the Father's thought? Do you not know how to copy? People in the world stop you from copying, whereas here you simply have to copy. So, is this easy or difficult? Since you have found the easy, simple, and clear path, simply follow that. Why do you go on to other paths? Other paths are paths of waste thoughts. They are paths of thoughts of weakness. They are paths of the different thoughts of iron-aged attractions. By following those paths, you end up in a forest of confusion. And because of having so many thorns all around, you are unable to come out of it when you try. What are those thorns? Sometimes you are pricked by the thorn of what will happen. Sometimes you are pricked by the thorn of why. Sometimes you are pricked by the thorn of how. Sometimes you are pricked by the thorns of your own weeks and scars. Everywhere you look, only thorns are visible. Then you cry out, "Companion, now come and save me." Then the companion also says, "Instead of placing your steps on my footsteps, why did you go on to another path?" Since the companion himself is offering you his companionship, why do you leave that companion? To step away means to let go of the support. Why do you become alone? The attraction of limited company, of any relationship or any facility, attracts you towards itself, and because of this attraction, you make the facility or perishable relationship your companion or your support, and then you step away from the eternal companion, and the support is lost. For half the cycle, you considered those limited supports to be your support. You experienced whether they were true supports or quicksand. Did it trap you, make you fall, or did it enable you to reach your destination? You experienced that very clearly, did you not? You have not experienced that for just one birth, but you have experienced it for 63 births. Do you still want one or two more births? Those who are deceived once cannot be deceived a second time. Those who are repeatedly deceived are said to be unfortunate. Now, the bestower of fortune and Father Brahma himself has drawn the long line of elevated fortune in the horoscope of all Brahmins. The bestower of fortune has created your fortune. Because the bestower of fortune is your Father, he has given every Brahmin child the inheritance of the full treasure of fortune. Therefore, just think about it. What could be missing for someone who is a child of the master of the treasure store of fortune? You don't even need to think, what is my fortune? Because the bestower of fortune has become your Father, and so what would a child be lacking in terms of the property of fortune? You have become masters of the treasures of fortune, have you not? Those who are so fortunate can never be deceived. This is why the easy way is to place your step on his footstep. You make yourself confused and let go of the company of your companion. Simply always remember this one thing: I am in the company of the elevated companion. Verify this, and you will always remain satisfied with yourself. Do you understand the easy path? Don't make easy things difficult. Don't experience anything to be difficult, even in your thoughts. You know how to have such determined thoughts, do you not? Or when you go back to your respective places, will you say that it is difficult? Bab Dada sees that even though you are called easy yogis, you experience things to be difficult. You consider yourselves to be those who have a right, and yet you become dependent. You are children of the bestower of fortune, and you question whether you have fortune or not. Perhaps just this much is my fortune. Therefore, know yourself and always move along while considering yourself to be a companion at every moment. Acha? To those who place their steps on his footsteps at every step, to those who follow the Father, to those who constantly experience the company of the companion in every thought, to those who fulfill the responsibility of love and always belong to the one companion and none other, to those who are easy yogis, to the elevated fortune special souls, Bhaktadas love, remembrance, and Namaste. Avyakt Bapdada having a personal meetings with Kumaris. Kumaris are those who perform wonders. You are not ordinary Kumaris. You are Alokik Kumaris. What do Lokik Kumaris of this world do? And what do you Alokik Kumaris do? There is the difference of day and night. They stay in body consciousness and make others fall into body consciousness, whereas you constantly remain soul conscious and fly and make others fly. You are such Kumaris, are you not? Since you have found the Father, you have all relationships with the one Father. Previously, it was just for namesake, but now it is practical. On the path of bhakti too, you used to sing, we have all relationships with the Father. However, we are now receiving the sweetness of all relationships from the Father in a practical way. You are those who have such an experience, are you not? When you receive all sweetness from the one Father, your thoughts cannot go anywhere else. Those who are the victorious jewels, with such faith in the intellect, are always remembered and worshipped. Do you have the awareness that you are victorious souls, that you are souls who always have the tilak of remembrance? What wonders will so many of you Kumaris perform? You will constantly reveal the Father through your every action. Let the Father be visible in your every action. Even let the words you speak be such that the Father is visible in them. In the world, some speak very well. Everyone then wonders who taught that person. Their vision goes towards that person. In the same way, let the Father be revealed in your every action. Your specialty is being an embodiment of dharana, an embodiment of divinity. All become those who give lectures, but only a handful out of multi-millions become those who give lecture through their actions. So you will reveal such specialty, will you not? Show the image of the Father through your activity. Acha, this is a big group of Kumaris. An army is being prepared. Those people do left, right, and you always do that, which is right. This army is so elevated. You become victorious through peace. You attain self-sovereignty through peace. You don't have to create any upheaval. So you are the Shaktis of the very strong Shakti army. You are not those who will leave the army and go away. No one can shake you even in your dreams. You are not those who are ever influenced by anyone's company. Those who constantly stay in the Father's company cannot be influenced by any other company. Therefore, the whole group of you is a brave group, is it not? What do those who are brave do? They go onto the battlefield. So, all of you are brave, but you haven't come onto the field as yet. When brave ones go onto the battlefield, you must have seen how the band plays when the brave ones show such bravery. When you come onto the field, bands of happiness will be playing. Kumaris always have an elevated fortune. Kumaris have a very good chance for serving. There are going to be more chances too, because there is a lot of service and few servers. When servers go out on service, how much service will get done? We shall see what wonders the Kumaris perform. You Kumaris of Bombay will drop bombs in Bombay, will you not? Everyone carries out an ordinary task, but you have to carry out a special task. Kumaris are the decoration of the home. No matter what they consider Kumaris to be in a worldly way, in the Parlokik home, Kumaris are great. There is beauty of the center when the Kumaris are there. There is also a special lift for the mothers. First is the Mother Guru. The Father has placed the Mother Gurus ahead, and this is why, in the future, the name of mothers, women, is first. Acha? Bap Dada meeting teachers. Teachers mean those who are equal to the Father. As is the Father, so are you instrument servers. The Father becomes the instrument, and so servers too are instrument souls. By considering yourself to be an instrument, you automatically develop sanskars of being equal to the Father in a practical way. If you don't consider yourself to be an instrument, then you can't become equal to the Father. Therefore, first is to be an instrument, and the next is to be constantly detached and loving. This is the specialty of the Father. He becomes loving and also remains detached. He is loving while detached. So, to be equal to the Father means to be extremely detached and extremely loving. To be detached from others and loving to the Father. This is being equal. These are the two specialties of the Father. So servers equal to the Father are also like that. While constantly keeping this specialty in your awareness, you will easily continue to move forward. You won't have to make effort. Where you are an instrument, success is guaranteed. There cannot be the consciousness of mine there. Where there is the consciousness of mine, there isn't success. To have the feeling of being an instrument is the key to success. Since you have let go of the limited worldly mind, where did any other mind come from? Instead of saying mine, say Baba, Baba, and you will be constantly safe. It is not my center, but Baba's center. Not my student, but Baba's student. Mine finishes, and instead it becomes yours. To say yours means to fly. So the instrument teachers mean the example of the flying stage. Just as you become an example of the flying stage, in the same way, others also become that. Even against your conscious wish, those for whom you become an instrument automatically receive those vibrations. So, instrument teachers, servers, are constantly detached and constantly loving. You are those who will pass any paper that comes. You are the victorious ones who have faith in the intellect. All of you are spiritual roses, are you not? Are you jasmines or are you roses? Just as roses are said to be the most elevated of the flowers, in the same way, spiritual roses means the most elevated souls. Spiritual roses are those who always maintain their spirituality, those who always maintain spiritual intoxication, those who always do spiritual service. You are such spiritual roses. According to the present time, there is a need for spirituality. It is because of not having spirituality that there is all that fighting and quarreling. So become spiritual roses and spread spiritual fragrance. This is the occupation of Brahmin life. Always remain busy in this occupation. Meeting a group. Do you constantly experience yourselves to be a double light angel? An angel means one whose world is the one Father alone. Such angels are always loved by the Father. Angels means those who don't have attraction to the body or bodily relationships. You are in the body in name, and you interact with bodily relations, but not with the attachment, because angels don't have a relationship with anyone else. Angels only have relationship with the one Father. You are such angels, are you not? One minute you come into the body to perform actions, and the next moment you become detached from your body. Angels are here 1 second and somewhere else in the next, because they are the ones who make others fly. They take the support of a body in order to perform actions, and then they go up above. Do you experience this? If there is attachment anywhere, if there is a bondage, then those with a bondage cannot fly. They will come down. Angels means those who are constantly in the flying stage, not those who fluctuate. You are those who constantly stay in the stage above, the ones who stay in the world of angels. So, when you become angels, embodiments of remembrance, all other relationships end. You have such practice, do you not? You perform actions and become detached. What do you do in a lift? 1 minute you are down, and the next minute you go up. You come down, perform your actions, and then press the switch and go up again. Have such practice. Acha, blessing, may you be seated on the immortal throne and thus the heart throne, and by being the master of yourself, make your physical senses work under your orders. I am a soul seated on the immortal throne. That is, I am a king who is the master of the self. When a king is seated on the throne, all his workers work according to his orders. In the same way, by being seated on the heart throne, all your physical senses always work according to your orders. Those who remain seated on the immortal throne always have the Father's heart throne, because by considering yourself to be a soul, you remember the Father. Then there is no body, no bodily relations, no physical comforts. The Father is your whole world. Therefore, those who are seated on the immortal throne automatically become seated on the Father's heart throne. Slogan: to have the powers to discriminate, to recognize, and to imbibe is to become a holy swan. Om Shanti.